raise my eyes to you. Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish. And as we decorate the tree, only you and me, I'll be making plans, make you understand. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow.
Hi everybody, I'm Alicia and welcome to my live today and welcome to the beautiful summit. I hope you are enjoying the summit so far and enjoying using your Cricut machines. And if you are here in the live, please send me a comment and let me know where you are from in the world today, because there'll be people all over the world. And I'll just do a quick little chat about where I'm from. And so, as I said, I'm from the Gold Coast in Australia, and it is 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, the 7th today. And the card that I created in the summit is a Christmas shaker card. I don't know if you've had a chance to see my class yet. It's actually a set of four cards. I've got them here in the background, and it's got little glittery sparkles in the card. Now, if you wanted to follow along with my class and create this card, I have included everything in the free download. So all you really need of your own is like a card base, so a white or any coloured card base that you want to use, and your Cricut and your printer. Now, there's a little bit of acetate in a shaker card, so you will need some acetate and you'll need some glitter to create this. But the red square and the pictures and the text here is all in the free printable, so everybody can hop online and get that printable and create the card along with the class. You don't need a lot of extra supplies for this class. The good thing about these cards is that they're really, really flat, so that you can post them in the mail, and they're also quick and easy to make. So, you know, we're getting on to, well, it's the 7th of December here, and you know, Christmas isn't that far away. So these are a quick, easy make. You can still have time to print these out and create them and send them in the mail for someone to receive for Christmas. Now, there was another thing that I wanted to say. Oh, that was it. If you don't have a Cricut machine, if you're watching the summit and you're trying to decide whether you should buy a Cricut or not, you can actually cut these out with scissors. You can just cut around, and then you can use and create this card even if you don't have a Cricut. So even for those people. So I've got a question here. Thank you. I missed that first one, but welcome to that beautiful person that popped up where they were from. Brandy's asking, do you prefer a specific type of glitter with a shaker card? So yes, so I mean, you don't want anything too chunky really, do you, Brandy? I mean, I'll show you what I used. So I just went down to my local cheap shop and just grabbed some glitter. So this one here, it comes in a variety of colors, and then you just turn the lid and you can choose whether you want gold stars or white stars or silver stars, love hearts. So I just bought that at the cheap shop. It's quite small and delicate. And then while I was there, I also bought some other glitter, which came in tiny little jars. So I bought the Christmas colors, red, and then there was some gold and some green. So I don't have a preference for the type of glitter. I just think if you've got glitter at home, give it a try. And if you don't, then you can have a little look around and see what you like. I used different colors in the cards. So in this one, I used the gold sparkles. So that's really small gold sparkles. And this one, it was they're love hearts. They're not gold, they're not silver. They're sort of in between. So I think subtle is nice. The see-through glitter, which I haven't used in any of those, but with that one there, it's got like the see-through glitter. You can use a lot of that because you can still see the picture underneath. If you use too much, you won't see the picture. So it's a little bit of experimenting, but this is a really easy card. So anybody can make this. This is perfect for beginners if you are still learning how to use your Cricut. This is a really easy card to begin with. I kept mine really simple. The cards are adorable. I love the idea of using print then cut for the inside message. Yes, and I don't think, have I got that on these? Yes, here it is here. So I did include one page in the printable that has the inside message. So you can stick that on the inside, and then you just have to write, "Dear Mum and Dad, and love, Alicia." So it's all there for you, and it's got a few little sparkles. And did I do different sentiments? Yes, so I did wishing you a very Merry Christmas, sending Christmas blessings to you. Yeah, a few different messages there, so you can pick whichever one you like, or you don't have to use the inside thing at all. You can just keep it blank inside. And these are really quite simple to design. This was one of the first glitter designs that I made, which is a few months ago now. But since this card, I've had so much fun making all sorts of shaker cards. I made male, masculine cards and Father's Day cards using the shaker. I've made sunflower cards with shakers. I really did the shaker thing. I did a circle and made it into a shaker. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with the shaker cards this year. Any tips for static? I haven't had a lot of static, to be honest. That's interesting that you say that. I don't. Do you have any, Brandy? Maybe someone watching the video can give us a tip on static. I actually haven't had, I mean, I know maybe it depends on what sort of acetate you use. I know what you're talking about, where the glitter clings to the acetate and doesn't smoosh around. No, maybe you could use like something to, maybe a cloth to clean the acetate if it's getting staticky. Susan says, these are so adorable. They seem to be a different style than I normally associate with you. How did you come up with these? It is, I know. It's because like when I normally craft, yeah, you're exactly right. Sometimes I really do like clean and simple. The reason that I created these was because I wanted to have a printable that people could download for free and create the card with as little can't speak. You know, not having to buy lots of stuff to create it. So I wanted to create a printable for this summit that people could download for free and create the card for free using just basic materials that they have already in their craft room. So instead of saying you need to go and buy a certain paper pad or these flowers, I wanted it to be simple enough for beginner card makers, and I wanted you to be able to do it just with the printable download. So that's why it looks a little bit different to my normal style, perhaps. But yeah, it was actually the first design that I created using the Cricut and using the shaker card. And then I went on to play with that a little bit further. But you could pretty it up a little bit more. You could add some pattern paper onto the base card before you put your shaker card element on to the card, or you could do like a half one design paper and a half another design paper and then put the shaker card element on. You could also decorate it with some poinsettia flowers. You could create your own poinsettia flowers out of the foamy wren. If you put this actual shaker element onto a square card, that would give you more room. Then you could decorate a little bit more. You could go around the edge with some gold kidney glitter. Yeah, it's kind of like the base version, but yeah, it was just a little bit of fun. So I hope people enjoy it. It is a little bit different to my normal style of vintage and shabby chic, but I do like to play in the field of clean and simple sometimes as well. And the other thing too is that when you're posting, I wanted to make something that people could put in the mail. And when I make the cards that are very heavily embellished, lots of lace and lots of flowers, you know, you're looking at, in Australia, you're going to probably look at up to $10 just to post that card in the mail, because you're going to need to put it in a padded envelope and it'll just get bigger and bigger. So I guess they kept the design simple so that it could be posted in the mail. Yeah. Cheryl says, they are terrific. I assume that you could use a photograph of the child that you are sending it to. Cheryl, that's a really good idea, actually. You could definitely do that. So what I learned when I created this printable was how versatile I could make shaker cards. So I didn't go into detail as to exactly how I created the printable in the class, but if you're familiar with the Cricut, you can easily create your own shaker card design. So you need to choose a shape to begin with. So whether it be a circle or a rectangle or a square or hexagon, whatever shape you like. And then you're going to need 2 images. So you're going to need the image that will be like the reindeer image, or if you're going to have a photograph, you could have the photograph image. And then you need the frame that goes over the top. So you're obviously going to have the frame exactly the same size as your base image and enough thickness around the frame to hide your double-sided tape. So with the circle sunflower card that I created, it's a printable on my website, I did a circle and then I did a scalloped border circle over the top and put that on. I'll see if I've got my Father's Day one here. Where have I put it? No, I don't know where I've put it. Hang on. I can't see it, but with my Father's Day ones, I made like quite a large size. I had the image this big, which was the shaker card, and then down the bottom I had Happy Father's Day. But if you hop on over to my website, you can see those different designs, but have a play with it yourself. If you're interested in getting into creating your own designs on Cricut, it's really fun. Like it is actually really inspiring because you can create your own images and your own elements. It just costs you nothing. Like it's a really budget-friendly way of creating. You don't actually have to buy other people's designs. You can create your own. So a world of possibilities opens up. So let's just imagine you wanted to make, a 50th birthday card for your mum, for example. You could put a photo of your mum and then you could create a frame to go around it and make that into a shaker card. That's not a bad idea, actually. Or a family, or what about a Santa photo? You could create Christmas cards with your own Santa photo or family photo. How people do the photo cards. Yeah, so lots of talking from me. What kind of acetate did you use? So you can buy lots of different acetate, and I'm not sure whether this is going to be relevant to the people in the US, but I wanted something quite strong. I don't like the real flimsy acetate because sometimes you want the acetate that's going to stand up. Like if you're making an explosion box, for example, and you want butterflies to stand up, I don't like the real flimsy acetate. I like something that's a bit sturdier. I purchased this one here from Officeworks in Australia. It's not called acetate. They didn't know what I was talking about when I asked for it, but this is like a front binding cover that they put on booklets when they make them. So it's quite sturdy. It's in an A4 size. That's what I'm using at the moment, but I know a lot of the crafting companies do make acetate. Some of them even have a little pattern in the acetate. So there's a wide range of acetate out there. And once you find the one that's right for you, I suggest stick with it because they can vary in their thickness and probably the static thing as well that Brandy was referring to before. I haven't had much trouble with static with that, so haven't had to kind of really cross that path. Yeah, so anyway, I hope that you have really been inspired by all the Cricut card making classes in the summit. There's so many, and I know I actually am giving away a printable for the VIP pass holders, and I know lots and lots of you have come on over to my website and downloaded the free printable that you get with the VIP access pass. So if you haven't already popped on over to my website and you've paid for the VIP, make sure you collect that because you get, I think, 3 different card making printables that you can print out at home. And you don't need a Cricut to make those. And then while you're there, just have a little look around. I've got the free printables site that you can sign up to, where there's lots and lots of free things. There's quite a few free Christmas cards in there as well. So if you are looking for some inspiration for Christmas, please head on over to my website and have a look around, see what you can find there, what might inspire you. And if anybody makes these Christmas cards, please share them in the Facebook group and tag me so I can come and see, because I would love to see your designs, or if it inspires you to create your own shaker card in the Cricut Design Space, please tag me as well, or if you have any questions. And I did have a cup of tea with me this morning. I was going to sit down and calmly drink a cup of tea, and when we had a tiny little bit of a sound hiccup, I had to get my 11-year-old son to come and fix my technology, and he tipped the tea all over my lap. So I'm like all wet. I've got all tea all over me, but luckily it wasn't hot. It didn't burn me. So I hope that you've had a chance to join me today and have a little bit of a chat about card making. Is there anybody who is still creating their Christmas cards and hasn't sent them out yet and still looking for inspiration? I know I am still Christmas shopping. I'm sure you are too. Anyways, creating, working on next year. I enjoy your designs. Yes, still creating, not sent yet. Oh, the stress of Christmas cards, right? I don't cope. I'm still doing Christmas cards for sure, yeah. Yeah, there's so many, right? There's just so many cards to do. And, I really think life should slow down in December. I think even November, everything should start to slow down, and we should have extra time for Christmas. Like life just keeps going. Work just keeps going, all the school things, and we don't actually get much time to sit and craft, which I think they should allow us more time to do this. Don't worry. Just started with scan and cut. Yeah. Scan and cut is awesome. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Well, help and manner is very inspiring. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. The Cricut is, I'm only fairly new to the Cricut. Cricut sent me a Cricut maybe about 3 years ago now. I did have a Cricut a long time ago, like about maybe like 15, 16 years ago, when the technology wasn't where it is today. So I did have one back in the day. And then when I received the Cricut, I had to really learn everything from scratch again, because everything had changed and there was so many new bits and pieces, and back then you couldn't really do your own designs. Well, I didn't know about that. So it's been a huge learning journey for me, and I'm glad the card is actually doable. Yeah, that's awesome. I have been known to want to throw my Cricut out the window. I have, seriously, sometimes I really struggle with my Cricut, and I'm like, why are you doing this to me, Cricut? So I think, yeah, I've learned from, I'm not a really huge, big expert on Cricut. I am still learning so many things. But one of the things that I'm really interested is more in making my own designs. I really like to use the Cricut Design Space or the Creative Fabrica designs, or what is it that I use? Canva. I make lots and lots of stuff, printables in Canva, have a play around with that. And I really enjoy crafting on a budget and, you know, creating cards for specific purposes. So, yeah, I find that whole side, the creative side, really, really interests me. Yeah. And I don't like it when my machine is not doing what I want it to do. When it's not cutting on the proper line and all of those things. But it's all part of it, isn't it? Just part of the learning process, and everything you do, you get better and better at it. So be patient with yourself and have a try. Have a try at the cards. What is my favorite tool? Probably paper trimmer, just like a nice straight line. That would be my and probably just like a bone folder that you can just smooth the lines down. And probably a scoring board as well, but that would be 3 main tools. I'm probably a pretty basic girl. I just like the basics, and I like to see what you can create from not much at all, basically. What craft tool would you want with you on a desert island? Probably my fussy cutting scissors would be my thing that I would take on a desert island. Obviously, I'd need something to cut though. So give me like a Minte paper pad with a pair of fussy cutting scissors, and I would be happy. I'd probably end up making like a sandcastle or something with little images stuck around it. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the summit and let me know how you go with the cards, and good luck with your cricket. Bye-bye.